Oh, blimey, can't see my head. Morning, my lovelies. Christmas again. No, not Christmas again. Christmas decorations again. I just feel, you know, I know you might be thinking, oh, you know, like I said before, another one. Listen, you know, it's the Christmas season. We can't go out drinking. We can't go to restaurants. You know, it's a gloomy day outside. We might as well decorate and enjoy our decorations, what we're doing ourselves. And hopefully that other people will get inspired by this to get active. It's about getting active as well. So like, what am I looking for? My drink, my hot lemon. You know, like your creativity, we're staying in, give yourself something to do because you will drive yourself mad. It affects people staying indoors if they can't go out. You know, it's not good for your mental health. So let's get into crafting. It hasn't even got to be Christmas decorations. It can be absolutely anything like I do all year round. So should we get on then? Look at me, should we get on then? All right. Right, so we're going to do this taupe decoration. Now, I've already pre-started it. I've got the camera to the side today instead of being in front because the camera ain't that high, I can't tip it down so you can't see from that angle. So I'm going to have you this angle today, and I always put my hand over the camera there. That's because I need to turn the camera around. So I'm going to tip it down without bloody dropping it. Okay, so where are we? Can you see my bit? Can you see that? I have to little look, hold on a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, so if I go back a touch, now can you see it? Is that better? All right, so let's move this up here. So I've got selection of stuff. What I've got here, and I'm pretty sure I showed you before, is a frame. So you can make your frames up yourself, you can go and buy a frame, photo frames, put them together. I buy photo frames because they're already made up. You might as well do that. By the time you go and buy a bit of wood and make a frame yourself, you might as well go and buy a photo frame because that's what I use. But you don't have to, you can use anything. You can just use a postable, but you want something sturdy, you can use a plank of, if you've got any wood spare, and when I mean wood, I mean, you know, like thin pieces, like fence panels or a tray, what's it? You know, a dinner tray, what you put on there. Anything flat which has got a bit of stability, what you don't want anymore, because obviously you're gluing everything down on it, right? So in the middle of mine, I'll just hold it up for a second. In the middle of mine, I've got two candle holders, one here, one there, obviously. I've got a foam block right in the middle because I'm using that as my centerpiece for this decoration. I've blinged it all up around the edges, glitter, whatever you've got, cover all the edges. Like you can spray it if you want to as well. But I've glittered this up. And I've got some picks which I've already started putting in, but I'm only putting these in temporary because knowing me, I won't like going to take them out, so I won't glue them until I'm absolutely happy. Then I've got some roses glittered up. I've got a bit of white foliage coming around the edge in here and one that side as well, and I've got some just glittery flowers and stuff. So I'm doing a white and silver one, and what I'm doing at the minute, do you know what? I'm going to move you again. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's go back a little bit more. Can I go at a different angle? Wait a minute, guys. I need a taller stand. That's what I need. Because I can't get the angle. Okay, is that a bit better? Is that a bit better? Maybe I need to go and, oh God. Perhaps I will go and put it around there and try and, right, wait a minute. Let's go around the other side. Hold on, guys. Oh, we're there. Behind me, it's working. I think the camera's slightly at an angle, but I don't want to touch it in case it, you know, topples. So I've got you right up. I've stacked that flipping what's it thing, what my camera's on, or my phone's on top of pillars. Right, so anyway, can you see this now? Is this a bit better? I'll do it as close as I can. And I've got my old black t-shirt on again because so you can see it better. Right, so Oh, I've got my bag everywhere. Let's move my bag that way. Don't look at that. Right. Bits and pieces I've got all around me. Let's move that there. I'm bound to lose this little thing. I'll put it over here so I can see it. So bits and pieces I've got lots of foliage, I've got ribbons, I've got deco mesh, I've got tulle, whatever it is. So let's get on. So if I don't talk, just you know, take no notice. But what I've got, take no notice. What I'm going to put in the middle is, I always like to have like a centerpiece. So I'm probably going to have maybe the 2 large flowers I'm going to put probably either side. Now I work like either the same on that side and the same on that side, or at an angle. So whatever I do on that corner, I do on that opposite corner, and vice versa. So it's kind of all, what's the word? All matches, if you know what I mean. I don't just put random stuff just anywhere. I like it to match. Now I'm either going to use, which I probably will, is my little star to go on the top here. And then I'm going to use some little tiddy reindeers. And I'm going to put a bit of foam on each corner, and I'm going to stand the reindeers in the foam to give them a bit of stability. They're going to go on either end of where the candles holders are, facing the opposite direction. So one's going to face that way, one's going to face that way. Now it's a bit hard to tell at the moment from this angle because it's silver and the base is silver and everything else. But once we get into it and I start putting some white bits around it as well, you'll see. So flower bits on this end of the corner, and then the reindeer. So that bit's kind of, that's where we're going with this little project. And then we're going to start putting in some more foliage. I've got some more picks. I've got some little pretty leaves. But I also want to introduce some white because I don't want it to look all silver, so it just looks like, you know, one big ball of silver. You're not going to see the individual pieces. So I want to put some, like, maybe some feathers in there, some white feathers. I quite like the white feathers around where the reindeer's going to be, so it looks like they're on like fluffy snow. So I'm going to do a bit of that. So that's going to go in that corner. I'm going to cut this piece in half, put one bit there, one bit there. So let's just do that for a moment. Do you know what? These feather boas, from when I got them from the pound shop, oh my God, what good value for money they were. I've been online looking at them, they're like £10 for a feather boa. Right, so we're going to put one this side, and I'm going to glue that down. No, I'm not. I'm going to put the foam on first, and I, silly woman. So I've got some foam. Where's my Castani knife? Don't look, I'm using a big knife. So a little tiny piece of foam. But you want the foam obviously big enough for the reindeer to stand in. So that is absolutely perfect. And that is going to sit in here. And I'm just going to cut off the little corners. Mind your hands, Nick, to fit in the frame. So that'll be at an angle, and let's see, and that fits in absolutely perfect. Let's move that away. So there's my bit of foam there, that's going to glue down. Let's turn it around that way, upside down. That fits absolutely perfect in there, and then the reindeer's going to go on the top. Yeah? Can you kind of see that? We're over here. Then let's move him off for a minute because we need to glue him down, and then we'll put the feather around it. So glue gun at the ready. Lots of glue on the bottom. I really need to get one of those glue skillet things. I'm sure that will make life much easier. Okay, so we put him into place, and then we'll glue him down as well. I've got glitter absolutely everywhere. We want to push him in quite hard because he's going to wobble, and we don't want him to wobble. Now we get our feather boa, and we're going to dress it around that bit of foam so it looks like nice fluffy white snow. So that's going to go on the end. So we just come around this side again. Put a bit of glue here. And on the frame itself, because it's going to stick nicely down there. And then you just glue it in. Like so. And then what happens is, if you have got any rough edges on your frame, hang your bits over the top of it so you're not going to see it. And then any little spare bits, just keep gluing back down again. You can also use, you know, your floral pins. I have got some somewhere. I did have them there. Oh, here's one. Okay, so you know your floral pins. If you haven't got any glue guns or whatever, just get a floral pin and secure it into place. You're not going to see that anyway. So you've got lots of options there. Any other bits of feathers, or if they're coming out, just stick them in. Just get your pin, she says, and that's it. So, yeah, he's looking good. We won't stick him in at the minute because what I want to do as well is cover him up again in a bit more glitter. So now, what I want to put this in, but I want to put something white around it. So I'm either thinking of maybe putting a white leaf, it's got a bit of shimmer on it, which will look quite nice. You can't see it from this angle. I'll turn it around in a minute. I'm just trying to vision how I want this. And then in the middle, what I've done, I've taken out, you know when you get, what they called, like little, I don't know, little stalk bits, and I've just taken it out and put it bloody down there. Now I can't find it. They have like little plastic bits coming out the middle. Oh, there it is. Like this, she's dropping it. This little bud thing was in there. Can you see? Oh, this is terrible camera. In there, I don't like these little bits. I do use them, but not with these. So I've taken it out, and I want to either put a tiny little white flower in there, or something with a different colour. Like, you know, like, oh my God, my hands are really bad today. Sorry, I'm dropping stuff. Or like a little eucalyptus leaf, just to put in the middle with a little ball in the middle there. So, you know, I do things, you haven't got to do things like that. I just do things like that. So it will look like, and then you can fluff it up, put a ribbon around it, or whatever, so it actually look like that, which is quite nice. And then I'm going to put that, one this side and one that side. So I'm going to turn this around in a second. Let's take that off, because I'm going to knock them. So we know where we're having these sticks, we'll just take them out for a minute. I've sprayed them in hairspray. Let's move all this over out the way. And we're going to swish this around. Right, so now we're going to put this up this end. You see? This is going to go up this end here. And the foam's there, so I've got a little stem on the end, so I can put it in and then glue it. And I want it to come over the edge. I'll lift that up, you'll see. There you go, okay? So I just need to turn it around a second to see if I like that position. Yeah. And then we'll do the same on this side. And I need another eucalyptus leaf. What colour's that one? That's a white one. So I'll have to go and get some more white. And we'll do that one in a second. But let's do the little snowman. So we're going the opposite side. Cut the corners off. Let's make sure. Where is he? Where is he? Where's he? Oh, here he is. Right, so he's going, this one's going that way, so I want this one going that way. Make sure, yeah, that's perfect. Measure it up, mind your fingers. Don't let your kids do this. with a knife anyway. And then push it in. That will go in, but I'm going to put a bit of glue there. I think I need some more glue. All the way around the edges, because you want it to stick on all sides. And then slot that in nicely. Now, I've just knocked this off, so I need to glue this one again. So let's just put that. Did I bring my glue out here? Oh yes, I've got glue sticks. Blimey, that's a first. I normally have to run in the next room and get them. I need to get the bin out of there as well. Glue stick. Okay. Right. What did you all think of my garland? The stair garland last night. I felt, do you know what? Oh, I've done the other one as well, so I'll take you around there and show you. I thoroughly enjoyed making it. It just came out absolutely stunning. I'm so pleased with it. Right, I'm probably going to have to put some Gorilla Glue under here, because that ain't going to stick. And probably the reason why is there's so much glitter on there, it's not going to stick. So I'm going to put Gorilla Glue. But what we'll do for the minute, we'll stick it back there if we can, temporary. So, so that I know where it's going to be, because we want to keep it, we need to keep it in that place so we can work around it, all right? What's happening?
Carol Baskin.
I don't know why you say that. He says that all the time. What's happening, Carol Baskin? Right, so we're going to stick this on.
I want to go to the fridge.
You want to go to the fridge? Well, go to the bloody fridge then, you fool. What's wrong with you? You have to say good morning to everybody.
I don't know them people.
Go down in your room, stay there. Behave. Right. Just put me off now, let's start again. Just put a little dot around there. Right, it ain't gonna stay, but let's just leave it there for a minute, right? Just so I know that we're working our way around it. Right, okay. Now, we're going this way. So, let's see where we are with him. So he goes in here nice and deep, and that's just popped off again, but never mind. Right, and then we get our bit of feathers, and then that's going to go around there. Perfect. So let's move this back. Oh, glitter and feathers everywhere. And then I'm doing this cack-handed, and so let's come round here. All over there. My tiny little glue gun, what I've had for years. Okay, let's stick that down. Yeah, and then, and then I'm going to also pin it to secure it. Like so. Lovely. Okay, so now I need to go and get some more eucalyptus so I can do the other flower to put on the opposite side to this one. Where am I? Let me think. Yeah, I haven't got any here. A minute. No. Oh yes, what colour's that one? No, I need white. Right, now where's my little clicker? Okay, I'm going in the other room. Wait a minute. You're still there? Oh yeah. Right, we're back. We're back in the room. So get the other one. And then I'm going to put this one this side. Then I'll put it like that. I can actually put it wish that was long enough. That stick's not long enough, so I'm going to have to do it that way. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a bit off of this. We are going to glue the end, because I know that I definitely want that in there. Come at an angle. Poke him in. Not poke him on. I'm going to do that one. Yeah, like that. Right, a minute. Okay. Right. So, they're on, they're a bit wonky, that's alright. We've done that bit. Let's come round. Got some flowers there. Out of the way. Got a couple of these. We can put these in as well. And I've got a few little bits of white flowers which I also want to incorporate. And I've got some white pearls to put in as well. We've got some nice little white pearls on here. So we're going to incorporate that as well. And not sure whether to use a whole one of these and lay it like something like, I like something to come out, do you know what I mean? So I'm wondering whether I might do it like that. Let's see, let's break this up a bit. Let's break this up. Cut a little bit of that, let's see. Okay, yeah, it's coming apart. And these are the picks I get from the range. And I'll tell you how much they are in a minute. Not a lot of money, but I quite like them. So let's get me clippers. They are on thick wire. So make sure you've got some good wire cutters. Right, I think I'm gonna have it. So I want them to come out kind of like this. Now bearing in mind, we've got to put a candle on there. So obviously we can't have it coming that way, but we can have it that way. It's so awkward to try and film on these cameras, like trying to show you. Right. So we'll go, we'll do it something like this, I think. So we'll put that in there like that. Then these are going to go under it. Yes. Okay, so I'm now I'm getting somewhere. Going to break this one up. Oh. I want a bit of a long stem, so I'm going to try and keep the stem as long as I can to give me a nice, that's better. So I need a nice long end. Right, so let's just put the other candle. And with the candles, because these are cream colour or ivory, I'm going to spray them. You can obviously put real candles on there. I don't. Actually, I need one with a bit more. What sits on there, but I can take those out like that. Okay. And then I can add these on the top. These are really good, these little pearls, because they come on tiny little thin wires, so you can utilise the wire. You know me, I use nearly every bit of what I'm using, stalks and all. So let's just wrap that round there to keep it in place. It's better. Oh, I can hear a phone ringing, it's probably Sean. Not me for a change. Oh, stabbed myself. Right. That's better. And then we'll put another one round kind of halfway a little bit and wrap that round. You can glue it if you like, or if you don't, that's fine. Right, that's better. Put all the little beads out, or pearls, just to separate them a little bit so they don't look clumpy. And then we'll go under there with that one. And did I just cut a bit off? Was it this one? Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, because I need some beads on there as well. This one's a bit harder. I can hear you all going, mind your fingers. I know. Right, let's pull those out. And I need another little bead on here, so let's just wrap that top. Oh, what you doing? Just wrap that around that top one there, she says. And I think we need another one. Let me try to drop them in it. Oh! I think we'll put another one here. And that should be all right. Ow. Right. Okay, so that's not too bad. I want it the same kind of length. So that's good. And then we're going to put this one in this side. Move that one in a bit. And that one there. Right, so let's see if I can tip it up a little bit. Obviously they are going to fall off. Wait a minute, I'll try and hold it up for you. Right, okay, so there we are. All right, okay. Right, where's my drink? Go cold, I'm just going to put the kettle on. And that camera's really annoying me because it looks like it's like this. I'm going to shift it. Wait a minute. Oh, my hands are so bad today. Wait a minute. Oh, look at this flipping thing. Why is it sometimes it works and sometimes it don't? It's not, I have to turn it off, then put it on again for it to work, but that's not even going to work either. What a waste of time. No, it's not having it. Right, hold on guys. I'm coming round. Wait a minute, I'm here. Is that better? Is that a bit straighter? I'm back. Right. Now, I'm going to turn this around because I went off camera and just done a couple of bits and pieces just to get the time kick going. So I'm going to just swish this around to show you where we are. So here I've added some tulle all along here in silver. I've put now a white poinsettia, if you like, poinsettia, kind of glittery one. And yeah, that's where we are with that. So I'm going to do the back. I'm going to carry on. Oh, honestly, I really need to sort these flipping cameras out. Where else can I put it? Right, so, and then I'm going to add some white roses with a bit of shimmer glitter on them. So, yeah, and I've got loads of little bits and pieces which we're going to do as well. So, the tulle is here, so I'm going to do some on the back. And all I'm doing is measuring 10 inches and cutting it. I'm only using 2 pieces, but to be honest with you, I don't need to do 10 inches, you can do 20 inches and roll it up that way. So, let's just, you're not going to see, oh yeah, you might be able to see if I push that forward a little bit, right? So let me just write this off. And then we're going to go 20, let's do 20, 10, 10, and then cut. All right, so we'll go 20 inches. I'll go this way, can you see my fingers? And you're literally gathering it up all the way, gather it together, hold it between your fingers, get your bit of wire. But do you know what I'm actually using? I'm using the pins, the floral pins. Can you see? No, pointless. So I'm actually using the pointless, so I'm holding it in the middle. I'm finding that when I use the floristry wire, I can't hold it properly, it's too slippery, and obviously when your hands are not great, you can't do it. And these work perfectly all right with foam, obviously. If you were using it on a garland well, no, you need wire, don't you? Because you need to attach it, all the twist ties. So there we are with my little poof. And I'm going to go back round. Oh, I'll tell you what I do as well. I'll get a little tiny bit of glue right at the top of the top of the pin to the material. And I'm just going all the way around the edges, and then we'll fluff it all up, all right? So I'm just going to do a couple more. So I want 10, 20, and then cut. I love this mesh, this tool. I really do. I think it makes some really pretty little arrangements. You can put it in your bow, you know, like I've got mine on my tree topper, in the centre of the bow up there. I think I showed you. Oh my God, I've got to put that. You know, I didn't put the video of my mum trying to help me do this rose gold garland, and I wanted to add that on yesterday's video, and I just was looking at the time thinking, you know, is it dragging on? Are people going to get... I know I always say this, but I just don't want people to get bored. But actually, it's quite funny. And then when she came, went out there, tried to do that, and then we came back in the front room to try and help me finish my tree and put the lights up around the windows, which we've done. So what I might do is finish a bit more of this, because we're nearly kind of done. And then I'll try and add that on the end, but I'm conscious of the time. But it was funny. So, right, let's put a bit more in there. Probably need another 2. We'll go 1, 2. Going, get your pins, put it through the middle, your glue. Sean can't say, oh, we're doing running commentary again. I said, yeah, what's it got to do with you? Get back in your room. Right. Maybe another 2. Let's see how much we've got left. 1, 2. I always just remember to cover that little thing up, the blade. I need to about hot chocolate in a minute. It's one of them days. Oh no, I've run out of my pins. Damn it. I must have a pin, surely. What's in the little box here? Put them in there. I've got a box, I don't know where they've gone. I reckon my mum's put them somewhere. Let's have a little rummage over here. And if I say to her, you've put that away or whatever, she'll go, no, I have not. I bet she has. Luckily, I found one. I have to go in my little room in a minute and see where she's put them. God, my stomach's rumbling, I'm starving. Or I might have a cup of tea and a biscuit, actually. Right, now how far down are we? Yeah, okay, we're kind of there. So what I've done on the front, I've now done on the back. So let's bring it back so you can see. Now, right, so can you see where we are? Now, what I've also done, the picked from Wilco's, love these as well, I think they're about £2. Always a pin, keep that. So what I've done, I've taken the little curly bits, put them in here. You can't see it at the minute, but I've twisted them around some of the foliage, and it gives it a bit of dimension. Then the silver poinsettia, the white one, obviously is also in the middle, and oh no, I didn't glue that down. Let's glue that down. Oh sugar, I can't do it now. I'll have to swizzle it round. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what I need to get, Lazy Susan. I must get one of them. That'd be so much easier. Right, let's just put a bit of glue in the hole and push that right down. I want it literally to sit kind of so so it's on the top, if that makes sense, of the star. And then I'm going to put a tiny little bit of wire around that, if I can find a little bit of wire. But I don't want the wire to show. Let me think. I'll get a bit of fishing wire, couldn't I? Tie it around there. So I'm going to glue it for a minute. Where's another glue stick? Let's get another glue stick. Shove it in there. And we'll just stick that on there for a minute. Oh, I have to put the stick in the chin because it comes out. Right. Oh, bloody Nora. Okay, let's leave that there for a second. And then I could get a white pipe cleaner actually. I think I've got one here. I'll do that because then what I'm going to do, I want to cover up the stick at the back. That's better. So you can't see. I mean, I could have just stuck this on the top of there, but it won't be very stable. So that's why I've kept it on the stick, and I'll show you that in a minute. Let's just cut this wire off. And then what we'll do is I'll put something, I need something over the top of that to cover it up. Let me think. Bit of glitter maybe, bit of silver ribbon down there, and then I could do the same on the opposite side. Don't like that. Or some of this, we could put that down there actually. Ooh. Right, I'm back again. Now I've moved the table deck over there for a minute because I want to do some roses. So I've just got plain white little roses. I'm spraying them with, normally what I do is I get PVA glue or Mod Podge or whatever, cover it over and then sprinkle the glitter. But don't actually need to do that. Just get a bottle of hairspray, because that's a bit time consuming doing all that. Spray it, sprinkle, and look at that, done. Brilliant. Now this is iridescent glitter. Now I've got this out of the range. It's not cheap, but it's $4.99, and look, I've used, but it has lasted me a year. So I bought this last Christmas. It's 250 grams, but it's really pretty. It's a really pretty colour. So I'm just going to do a few more. I mean, now I've got some on my paper down here, I can just dab it in that. And then what I'll do is I'll give it another coat of the hairspray to sink it all in. See, I've got some good ideas. Right, let's see how many we need. I'll do one more for a minute. That's it. Let's just do a bit more on that one. Perfect. Gorgeous. Right. Then I've got my cocktail sticks. I've got a cup of tea now. I'm going to go and get a biscuit in a second. I've got my cocktail sticks, because these are foam roses, and they've got like a little pocket of foam inside, like polystyrene. So I put a dab of glue on the back, cocktail stick, and poke it in. Done. I think I've showed you this before. So we'll do all these quickly. A stick, look, dangling about. That's because they've got all the flipping glue from the glue gun. It goes in strings, didn't it? Look, I've got it everywhere. It's like a spider's web. Shove that in. This is when I need a little apprentice who can stand next to me and do my these little things, you know. Right. 3 more. Or do these all in one batch, you know, and keep them, but I just, no good trying to suggest that because that ain't never going to happen. I just do it as I go along. Plus the fact, you start doing this, you've got to store these, they're very sharp. Where are you going to put them? I suppose you put them in a little Tupperware box or something, keep them, put them up your loft. Right, okay, so we've got a few there. I'm going to keep my glitter. Tip it back in there. This is when you need a little funnel, but I'll just tip it up like this. Okay. Right, I'm just going to do my tea. And get a biscuit. And we'll crack on. All right, so wait a minute. I'm just out of shot for a second. While I do my tea. I always leave my tea bag stewing for a bit. And I feel like, I'm just looked at myself in the camera that I've got the same clothes on I filmed yesterday. And that is because this is covered in glitter and so my trousers or my leggings. So I just thought, oh, I'm just going to put them on again. That's it. So I always leave my tea bag, that's what I was trying to say, stewing for a couple of minutes. And that is just right. I can taste the tea. I like it milky, but I can still taste the tea. Oh, 1 minute, Sean's coming in there because we've got a problem with the sky. I'll turn it off. Right, I'm up this end now. I've moved the decoration up here and you're on my little selfie stick because I think it's a better, you can get a better view. That other one's too big. So look, this is where we are. I had to come off camera, guys, because let's come this side, because our sky is absolutely playing up and Sean needed to go on the phone, not my phone, but it was just a bit chaotic, so I had to come off camera. So anyway, this is where, so while I was off camera, I just carried on doing a few bits and pieces, so let me show you where we are. What I've done, let's tip you forward a little bit more, I've changed out the silver reindeers for white ones. They just stand out much better. These are the little ones which I already had, and they've got like a little mirror inside it. If I bring it closer you can see. I'm pretty sure I showed you those before. So I've got one of those obviously on each end because I've changed them around. In the middle I've got the star, which is our centerpiece, and then on the top I've got the poinsettia. And all I've done here, oh, I need a bit coming down here. I'm trying to angle it so it's coming out this way, like spraying out, if you know what I mean. So I need to bend that one down a little bit, and I want to put something else to hold that one in place. So what I've done, I've got some of those little strands, you know where my finger is here, these little strands, I've poked them in the foam, and I've hooked an end, this loop, onto it on the little strand and poked it back in. So the idea is, as you can see, it's coming out like a fountain. This one is giving me jip. It will not go flat, it's sticking up, so I'm probably going to have to do the same with this one as well, because I just think it looks a little bit odd. Unless I can get, what I could do actually is glue the two together like that so it looks a bit like a tulip bud. I might do that. I might actually do that. So glue the top so it looks like this. And I've actually got 3 pieces. Let me see. Yeah, it's quite pretty. That's quite pretty. So let's get a tiny bit of glue. On the top. And kind of stick them together. But what I don't want them to be like a real triangle point. I want it to be like a bulb shape, if that makes sense. So let's do the other side as well. Just hold that for a second. Put that in the bin. Right, let me come around this side. Yep, looking good. So let's bring you back up again a bit. A minute. Tip it forward like this. Okay. Right, can you see? There we are. It's coming together nicely. I've put some beautiful white roses, which I showed you with the iridescent all over. What else have I done off camera? Not a lot, I don't think. I think that's it, and I was just tidying it all up. So now, all I've got now left is a couple of little gaps down here. No, you can't see, it's silly of me, isn't it? Here, some couple of gaps here, a bit of a gap here, and the same on the other end. So I'm going to put some little balls around there. And then, it's nearly done. So just hang on a mo. I'm going to bring this camera back down again. I'm always fiddling, ain't I? Let's move you, shift you over a little bit. I know you can't see me, but you can see that. And I'm just going to get some balls, some little mini ones. That's all we need, little mini ones. A minute. Right, so I've just got a selection of little mini ones. And I know you can't see me doing it, but I'm going to do it from here because I can't do it on another angle. So I'm going to put a couple on the top here. Let's see if I can twist it around a little bit, won't it? I've also glued down the candle holders with Gorilla Glue, so we've done that as well. And I'm going to start putting some balls in here. So a bit of glue and push them in. So I'm doing these randomly. I'm not doing these in any order whatsoever because you just, you know, you don't really need to do that unless you want it all completely matching, which around the top now I want it to look random, if that makes sense. And we just need to fill in all the gaps. So we've got a mixture of different colour silvers here dotted about. I'm wondering whether I'm actually need to put maybe a bigger ball down here as well. But let's see how we get on. So we're kind of getting there. If I twist this around, you can just see where my finger is here, the ball's here. All right. And then we'll come around this side and I'm going to put them down here in this gap. So let's see if I can move the camera up again. I know I'm absolutely messing about this camera and I'm non-stop. Right, so now I'm going to, I know you can't see my funny face, I'm going to add some of the snow effect to fill in the gaps as well, so it looks like we've got some snow going on. This just absolutely looks gorgeous. It really does look pretty, really pretty. So we put the balls in now. I don't know if you can, well, you can't see it at the minute, but hold on, let's see if I can bring my little stick forward. So right in here, around where the base of the holder is, candle holder, I'm going to cover in PVA glue, and then we're going to, pardon? What's the matter? Sean's had enough, he's gone up to play darts, and he's just come in saying it's nippy out there. You're not playing darts? Oh no, but he's actually got a set of darts in his hand, yeah, everybody.
Check to make sure you're all right.
And are your darts okay?
No.
What's wrong with them?
I need loose stems.
Look, Arsenal ones. Can I just show? Okay, let's leave him to his darts. Let's just get on with this bit. So we're covering them all around the base, around the candle holder. I've got a little spoon, it's like a spoon of sugar, and I'm going in to the gap and filling all that in. And this is like an iridescent one. Then I get my spoon and dab it down. Like that, and then I'm going to spray a little bit of spray. I'm going to try and cover. Look, pull my flower off now, but that's fine. We can glue that back. Don't panic, Mr. Mandarin. Okay. Let's put a little bit more over here. And we'll put a bit on the candle holder itself as well, because we want it to, you know, so it looks like snow. And we shove it in like that. And just dab it down. Perfect. And then we're going to glue that flower back on, and we're just going to put a bit along here as well, but I'm going to put a couple more balls on this little bit here as well, on the edge. So let's get some more little balls. Right, I'm just here, a minute. Right, so we've got our little balls. I'm surprised Sean hasn't made a comment that I've said balls. Oh dear, I don't know if you heard that, but when I said balls, he said, yep, to your father. Balls to your father. I'm sure my father would love to listen to that. Silly bugger. Right, so I'm just going to glue some of the balls around here. It's not sticking very well. Notice how I move from one end to the other. Oh God. Oh, we have fun and games, folk, don't we? Right. And that is because I like to spread out. I don't like that one there. That's annoying me now. So I'm not having that. I'm going to put a bit more glue and a bit more snow, I think, on here. Like that. Still not happy with that. But anyway, we can make do for the minute. Just for the minute. But I don't want to just make do, if that makes sense. Because I want it to be just so. Chuck another bit down there. And another bit down there. You see, you're probably going to say to me, well, why didn't you do that before you glued everything on? And it's because at that point, I weren't sure what I was going to do with that. So I kind of, maybe I do it cack-handedly. But I like to get an idea and the foundation, if you like, first, the main bits, and then the gap. Then I can see where my gaps are, and that's when I fill them in. See, method in my madness, she says. So that is what I'm going to do. So we've seen this bit. I'm going to do the same up the other end, and then it's done. And then I'll come back and show you in a second. All right? So a minute. Right. I've come in the hallway now. So here is the little decoration, the table deck. Let's come a bit closer so I can show you. I'm going to bring the camera down and I'll kneel down here. Is that better? A bit more? Okay, there we go. Right, so I've done the candles. Now what I've done to the candles is they were the LED ones. I've sprayed them in silver. And then I've covered it in the snow effect spray. And then I've put a shimmer of glitter over the top. So these are the candles there. What else did I do? And that's it really. Filled in all the gaps with some balls. I've just got to tidy up, get all the little bit glue strings off. And I've just put a little bit of bling wrap around the bottom, around the edge in there. Added a couple more little strands here. You probably can't see them, but they're there, and one that side just to finish it off. Let's tip the camera forward so you can see a bit closer. There you go. There you go. What do you think? Let me know. And then quickly, I'll show you the garland, which me and my mother started doing, and then that just went tits up. But this is a stair garland in the rose gold. Let's lift the camera right up. Hang on. And then you can see the full effect. So, oh, it's dropping. 1 minute. Right, so, as you can see, oh, need to pull it out. As you can see, just like closing that door a minute. There's, and again, the rose garland, and then the winter wonderland one at the top. Let's bring it a bit closer so you can see. And here you go. Very pretty. So you've got all your pinks, your rose, not pinks, your rose golds, your creams, your ivories, champagne golds as well, and some ribbon. Some nice little leaves in there as well, some more ribbon there, some little berries, gold berries dotted about. So this is for a lady who wants it to actually fit. She's got a television cabinet, now not where my television is in there, so the gap's there. She wanted it to go in there, but she only had 11 centimetres. That ain't, I mean, when you think that is not going to get in that gap, and I did tell her, and she's absolutely fine with that. So what she's now going to do, I said to her, put it along the front of the television, that will look lovely. But she's actually going to put it on, she's got a tiny little, like a staircase, a bit like this, goes up and then round, but it's in like little bits like this. So that will fit on her stair, on her banister nicely for her. So she's going to come and collect that. So, ta-da, there we are for today. We'll see what we're going to do on Wednesday. And we're just going to check the time on all of this, what I've just done. And if I've got enough on the end, I'll add the bit with me mother, because it's quite funny. So I'm just going to run this, and then I'm going to have a look, and then I'll add it. So I'll say goodbye now. And I'll see you later. Hello.
What are you doing?
I'm just talking.
Okay.
Right, okay, I will carry on. So I've got my parents staying with me tonight. My father's over there laying in the settee watching. What are you watching, Dad? Golf?
Masters golf.
Masters?
Yeah.
Masters golf. I'll turn the camera in a second. I've left my mother in the hallway because we're decorating another stair garland. The house is like a bombs at it, so we're going to go in there and have a look. But I've got to be quiet out there because Sean's been up like early hours of the morning working, so he's in bed upstairs asleep. So I'm whispering. Hold on, let's turn around. There's my father. Can you wave, Dad? Okay, so here we go. We're going in here now to my mother. I left her in here. I said to her, sit on that chair and do not move. She's moved. Hold on, let's see where she is. Where are you? I told you to stay there. Where are you? I told you to sit there. She keeps getting all my stuff and she keeps putting it everywhere.
Don't you want an old bit of sacking on your tree? Can you? I can't
Why
believe
are you sitting there like that with your hair in a bow, for Christ's sake?
because I'm fed up.
She's fed up, so she's taken to the drink.
She's too slow to catch a cold, my daughter.
Did you hear her? She's too slow to catch a cold, she said.
I've made
Right.
16 reefs today,
She's such a liar.
and she dismantles them every time.
She's been putting them together because they're not up to my standard. I've taken them
Not to
apart.
my standard.
Not your
Bloody everybody
standard.
wants them. I've done a tree. She strips it to put it on someone else's bits.
Right, now stop it now because Sean's asleep. Anyway, look, so we're doing this garland.
I'm not even getting paid for this, I won't mind. Come down and spend a week, man. Rest your ankles. Look, they're like elephant tires, so cool.
Right, so we are doing a rose gold. So, if you don't mind watching the shenanigans with me and my mother, stay tuned. But if you're not bothered and you're not interested, that's fine.
Well then, I'd go if I was you. This is bloody rubbish.
What did you say?
Who'd want to spend their time sitting watching this going on? I've bloody got better things to do. So, a load of old bloody rubbish. Not what she gives me to work with. Bloody look at that.
Right, now I'm trying to concentrate. Where's my scissors?
No. What do you want to do with that? She gives me a box of rubbish, tells me to do something with it.
This is what I do. I gave her a little box, right? It's just in here. This is her box I've given her.
Make something with it, she says.
I said, listen, right, now make something with that.
Oh,
So she's made herself a hairband. Behave.
Oh, come on, get going. It'll be a real bloody night. She don't even feed me. I don't know how I've got this fat. I'm starving.
Right, shush me.
Shush her.
Shush, because she wants to sleep.
You won't be in a minute.
No, it won't be me. It'll be bloody weak. Right, I need to move this camera rubber.
Oh, that's
I'm coming over here now.
that's a bit of luck. Don't put me in there.
No, right, and you just sit there and behave yourself. Don't move.
She used to be a hairdresser. Look at me here. I can't come here anymore. I won't tell you what it's like, this joy mine. I said, give us an haircut. Look. I won't tell you what my grandchildren call me, but he was a pervert.
Oh,
Used to sit children on his lap. Look what I've ended up looking like.
Right, now that's enough now. Find me some bits.
What?
Shh.
Shh. Bits? Who wants that on your bloody bits? There's no bits.
No, that can't go in there.
Of course it can't. What am I supposed to do out of this box? It's like a key. It's junk.
This is the junk.
£300 is charging for this. Would you want it? Oh. Oh.
Stop it.
Awful. Bloody sack.
It's not a sack.
What's sacking?
Don't like them awful somewhere.
That mesh don't look right.
Don't tell people my stuff.
What are you going to do with these?
I told you to sit on that chair and not move. Sit down. I can't see you anywhere over there. Where are you going? You're creeping about.
I'm trying to find all the gold. Up to now, I found one bit. You sure she don't like pink?
What?
No.
She comes in here, she eats all my food,
Plenty of low food in the fridge.
wrecks everything, gets
Oh, I'm not
everything
in the
out.
cupboard. That's what it's like in this home.
No, I'm not using that one.
No, I thought, does anyone know Marlene? Are they old enough to know Marlene?
Who's Marlene?
She was the lady on the telly.
Yeah.
Marlene. She
Anyone
used to-
know Marlene?
She used to have big earrings like this Marlene.
Pat Butcher for EastEnders. Pat Butcher.
Be
used to have
soon, I
black
say,
earrings.
be soon, she used to say. This is my friend Marlene. She's a little
I don't know
lady,
what
I'll
she's
get
got
her now. Right, is that rose gold?
It's kind of rose gold, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's rose gold.
Thanks.
Oh,